Hi, welcome to the Gamesplainer. I'm Jeff the Gamesplainer, and today I'm gamesplaining Plague Inc. If you've watched my other videos, you'll have a basic understanding of how the game runs. I'm about to do a playthrough. I've set the game up for 2 players, green and yellow. They've selected their starting countries. Green is in America, USA, and yellow is in Italy. These cards would normally be private information close in your hand, but as always, I'm just setting it up this way so everyone can see what's going on as I play. So we start with green, noticing that green's DNA marker is on the 0 and yellow is on the 1 because he's second player. So first up, we start by adding 1 DNA for each country that you can control. So green controls North America, USA at the moment, plus there's an extra 1 from the bonus. So green will move up to 2. The next thing that happens is we choose a country card. Now, none of these are helpful to him because he's in North America, so he can't actually get to any of these except that he has both land and sea. So he could select Morocco or Brazil. Because this has the sun on it, I don't have any heat resistant strains at the moment, so I think we're going to go with Morocco, which is in Africa. That adds there, and we flick another card over. Next thing that happens is we evolve, which is playing one of these cards. Now, I've only got 2 DNA, so these are the only 2 available to me. I'm going to need the waterborne to be able to get between those 2 spots, so Morocco. In order to actually be able to make that jump, I'm going to need that. So I will play that, which then reduces my DNA back to 0 from 2. Then we infect. So I currently have 2 infectivity. I'm not sure that's a word, but it is now. So I place 2. I'm going to place 1 in Morocco, and I'll grab a second one in USA. And now we have a look for if there's any totally controlled countries, which there are not. So we don't need to do the 5th because that only comes in when once one of the countries is fully taken out by a virus or bacteria, should I say. Okay, yellow's turn. First up, yellow is in control of 1 country, so he'll pull that plus his extra spot for that bonus DNA. So he's now on 3. His cards aren't super helpful. His airborne one's going to be way too expensive. We'll get back to this in a second, but these are the only 2 he's going to be able to use. So we're going to need to find a card that's in Europe, which there aren't any of. So he might actually draw a unseen card. That is in Europe. He's going to need to get some cold response from his bacteria to be able to use that. But for the moment, he'll now go to the evolution and he'll evolve using 2 of his DNA to evolve there. He now has 3 infectivity, so he's going to put 3 things up. 1, 2, 3. He can't go into the next country yet, so he's just completed that total country, which means he now rolls the death dice. He's got a lethality of 1+, which means he needs to roll a 1 in order to kill that country. He hasn't done that, so he doesn't kill the country. And we move back over to green's turn. Green is in control of 2 countries, so he once again gets 2 DNA plus an extra 1 for the bonus. So that's 3. He now goes to the countries. Is there anything there in Africa or North America? There is not. He could go for South America because he is waterborne, so he might do that. He'll put in South America. Now he's going to need to get heat resistant, which he doesn't yet have. But if he takes airborne, he'll be able to get to anywhere he likes. He might just sit back for the moment and not do anything, so he can actually save up to get a higher infectivity or lethality, or go for that heat resistance so he can take Brazil. That might be his one to work towards. In which case, flip that over. Sorry, I should have done that earlier. In which case we go up and we infect. He's got 2 infectivity, so he's going to infect 2 more spots. So he'll do 1 more there and 1 more up there. And he hasn't filled any of them up, so that's okay. Moving on to yellow's turn again. Yellow has control of 1 country, so he moves that plus 1 for his bonus. He will now do the country thing. Once again, he's looking for something in Europe. There isn't one in Europe available to him. He's going to have to work really hard to get airborne or cold resistant. So he's going to dump one of the cards. He'll dump Asia. So that becomes the discard pile. Well, let's put that there. And that allows him to discard all 4 of these cards and take 5 fresh cards from the trait. That looks a bit better. So he's now got some stuff that he can play with, which has that level on it. For his evolution, not the best really. Look, he's going to take that one for 2 DNA, so at least he's got an extra lethality on him. So he plays 2 DNA back. And then we have completely infected that country, so he's trying to roll a 2. Now, no, he still rolled a 6. He needed 2+. Over to Green's turn. Green is in control of 2 countries plus his bonus, so he'll take 1, 2, 3. He's now up to 6. He doesn't want to add that one in Europe because that will enable the other player to do stuff. But having said that, there might be some value in doing that if he can get airborne, which he can. So he's going to place that one in Europe. He'll now evolve. He needs to airborne, so he'll evolve that for 2. Drop the 2 back. He'll save up for stuff later. He will now move his 2 tokens, and he can now infect that country twice. So he's got control of 3 countries now. None of them are full up. Okay, back over to Yellow's turn. Yellow's control of 1 country plus his bonus, so he's up to 3. Look, he'll take another random. He's picked up another European cold one, so that goes there. He might as well go for a higher lethality. Actually, no, he's not going to do anything. He's going to sit off on that so he can try and get some waterborne and heat resistant. Not that's hugely helpful for him up there, but he might get rid of all these at a later stage, and he needs the DNA to do it. So he will now infect 3 times. So these 3 he can put onto that card. He needs a 2+, and rolling for Italy first. So that's a 4, so that doesn't kill it. And now he's going to roll for France because he's the majority holder in France. He's rolled a 4 as well, still doesn't manage it. And we move over to Green. Green is in control of 2, so he gets 1, 2, 3 for his bonus. Yeah, look, he'll place in North America. Well, it's actually Canada, but that's okay. We'll allow it. He's going to need cold resistant fairly soon to be able to take that. He can now evolve, but he's sitting on a 9 DNA. He doesn't want to use any of that, so he's just going to go straight to the lethality and add 2 more. He'll add 1 down here as well as up there. That now has completed that one. He needs a 1+ to wipe out that particular country. He hasn't got it yet. We move back over to Yellow. Yellow is control of 2 countries plus his bonus, so he gets to move 3. 1, 2, 3, keeping track with Green. New country card should have been turned over, sorry about that. Once again, he's stuck in Europe until he can get something to get out of there. I think it's going to take him too long, so he's going to dump a card to get rid of these cards again. So we've got some heat resistance, we've got waterborne, and we've got another lethality. He really needs airborne and cold resistant. None of that is helpful to him. So he might, just for the moment, sit off on that. Look, he'll throw in the waterborne just in case he can get the extra stuff. So that costs him 2. And now he's going to roll. He'll roll for France first. 2. He needed a 2+, so he's just killed France. So 3 come back to him, which gives him 1, 2, 3 DNA. Green is taking back 2, so Green gets 2 DNA. That card now comes down. Yellow then draws 1 event card. When another player places a country card, place 1 of your tokens in that country. That's going to be really helpful to him. And then Green, because he was also on that country, gets to grab an event card. At the end of your turn, if you kill any countries, choose 1 country, move 3 tokens from it to any other country. Okay, so he'll put that down there as well. You can have up to 3 of them. And we move forward. It is now Green's turn. Green has control of 2 countries. 1, 2, plus his 1 for the bonus DNA. He doesn't have anything in any of them. None of them are helpful to him. He's working towards getting heat resistant, so he might as well throw in Asia just in case he finds a way to get over there. At least he'll be heat resistant for that one already. He doesn't want to get rid of the cards he's currently got. He probably should have just taken the blind one because that would have been Nigeria and that would have been really good for him. But anyway, live and learn. Okay, moving on. We go to evolution. We've got 12 DNA. He could use that one, but he really wants to get that. So he's going to hold off and not do anything on that for the moment. And we'll move into the infection. We've got 2 infectivity, so his 2 are able to go up there. And all I can do is put 2 into USA again. And then we roll for Morocco. We're looking for a 1+, for a 1. And no, he's rolled a 3, so that is not helpful. Yellow is in control of only the 1 country still, plus his bonus, so he moves forward 2 spots. He's going to turn over a blind card, and he's turned over an Africa card, which isn't helpful to him, but it's super helpful to green. He's now going to use 5 of his DNA to become heat resistant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now he just needs to get somewhere where he's waterborne so he can actually get to another country. That's not super helpful to him. So we will now infect. We've got 3 infectivity. There's nothing that he can actually infect at the moment because he can't get anywhere. So he's kind of stuck in his location right now. He'll now roll for his country. He's rolled a 1, so he's killed that country. He gets 4 more DNA. 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes that country for final scoring. Now, unfortunately, because he has none on the board, he now selects a country. So he selects a new one. He'll go with Asia. Of course, Asia's got a little bit open. Actually, he's already heat resistant, so he might take this one. So he's heat resistant, so he's going to take that one. He'll add 1 of his tokens to that, but that costs him, unfortunately, 7 DNA for doing that. That kind of didn't quite work out for him. Okay, look, I'm going to leave that there. You can see how this game runs. I hope this helps you get Plague Inc. to the table. I hope this gives you a better idea for how the game flows. If you have any comments or suggestions, please write them below. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at thegamesplainer to see what games I've been playing. Check out my blog, thegamesplainer.wordpress.com, to read about my adventures in gaming each week. If you have any games that you wish to be Gamesplayed, please shoot me an email at thegamesplainer@gmail.com. Subscribe to my videos to keep up to date with the games that I'm Gamesplaying, and until next time, enjoy gaming.